I've had this dream, and some part of me knew that it was possible, but it's hard to keep pursuing a dream when you're not getting any validation from the external world about people wanting it and about people agreeing. And so then I finally started to get that. And then once I got that, then I felt like I was totally on fire. I would say that at this point, life it looks so completely different than it did before. It's sometimes a little hard to imagine. And then I'm like, no, this is it. Like, this is what I've been working for 10 years. I've been in practice for 10 years. Dawn DeLilly. I live in Montana, and I'm a naturopathic physician. I recently opened up my own practice, and I serve women with pretty complex hormonal imbalances. I joined another person's practice about 4 years ago when I moved to Montana. And so for a long time, I really struggled with having a vision that I wanted to serve people in a different way. I had been trying to package my offer, but feeling stuck in somebody else's model, it became really disempowering, sort of discouraging to try to, do what I wanted to do and then not really have a pathway. I decided to go out on my own in January of this year. And so then I actually rented a space and opened up a practice in March of this year, which just turned out to be really difficult timing with the events in the world. I was totally overwhelmed with despair. Like, I did not know how I was gonna move forward and make all of this work. Do I go back and just accept defeat and practice medicine but feel miserable? Or do I figure out a way to put one more big leap into the dream that I've held for years? But when it really came down to it, I was like, I am so committed to what I still believe is possible and just don't know how to accomplish. And I need help. The key for me was working with somebody specifically in my industry, because I've done other coaching programs. I've done other business building programs. I've done tons of mindset work. I think that immediately I started to see the pieces that I was missing before. It was like things started to illuminate, like, oh, here's why when I tried that in the past, it fell flat. Like, this is the step that I had overlooked. Getting some feedback and guidance on how to package my offer in a way that was compelling for people made a really big difference. I really feel in touch with the ability to build it the way that I want to have it, rather than coming at it from this place of panic or urgency where I'm like, shit, I need to make money tomorrow. So I need to say yes to this person, or I need to take the desperate action. I think that before, I didn't even know that I had a choice about who I wanted to work with. I think I didn't fully recognize that I have a say in who you are as much as you have a say in who I am, and that we do our best work when those two things intersect. There's a method to follow. There's somebody there who's been there before you, or you can ask for feedback and get guidance on how to move forward so you don't stay stuck. 4 weeks into the mentorship, I sold my first package. 6 weeks into the mentorship, I sold my second one. And at that point, I had recouped the investment in the mentorship. And I think that was sort of the turning point for me, mentally and emotionally. And I was it felt really validating. Now, last month I had my best month in the practice. Our revenue just from programs was over $31,000. And that's, about maybe 10,000 more than I was making in my previous model. But I think the biggest difference is that now I'm doing it 2 days a week. This afternoon, I'm going to pick my son up from camp, and we're going to go to a river and kind of just spend the afternoon in the sun and playing, which are the kind of things that just weren't accessible. And so my early wins have really just allowed me to get more in touch with what matters to me and my vision and my ethic, and really build it the way that I want it. I think what I would say to somebody who's on the fence is that this is for me, it's been the perfect investment. It's been the perfect level of support, but it's perfect for the right person. If you're the kind of person who has this itch inside and you're I want that. It's not that you have to have all of the details figure it out, because I think with I found certainly for myself, with every step forward that I've taken, a completely new level of what's possible emerges. But I was already really clear that I was ready for a different kind of model. I was ready for a level of service and a level of results with my patients, my clients. Yeah, and I think like people who were like that come in and they totally kick ass.